great to see what happened in the action from Thailand. And in fact, Polking actually said, Roshan, he put his hand out. It's refreshing. He said he kind of made a mistake in the second half. And he told them to keep it contained, and we were looking at that as well and looking at what they were doing, and they were sitting back a little bit. And he said, Vietnam don't like to press so much, so we allowed them to try and do it. But they're doing a good job of it here. They're turning that ball in, looking across to the referee, who's uninterested in that foul on Pong Hong Dui.
Ooh.
An expectant look as soon as he went down. The wing back. Nice.
Bit of a plea in vain there to the referee.
Yeah, another player who's very difficult to pin down. Witan Sulaiman talked about his intelligence and his awareness of the game. Just wonderful. He gets himself into areas where he knows that he can pick the ball up here, cause lots of issues in behind the Singapore midfield. And again there, he picked it up behind that midfield and looked to try and run it in defence.
Showed a little bit too much of the ball there. Irfan, here come Indonesia. Witan Sulaiman slips the ball through. And that was a poor miss. Right in front of goal by Kambuaya.
I think it might have taken a deflection off Haris. It was so important for the Singapore captain to come across. Irfan just getting caught out by Ramai Rumakiak there. I love this. This is intelligence from Witan Sulaiman. Understanding of, he could have perhaps taken a shot on himself, but he thinks, Ricky Kambuaya has made a good run. Use him. Nice little reverse ball into the number 15, and it was so important for Haris to come across. That's one of the benefits of having that back three, an additional man in the centre of defence.
Corner for Indonesia, first one of the game. Important intervention there by Haris Harun, who they've preferred in that back three now. Here is Witan then with the corner. Doesn't get past the first man. Witan Sulaiman again. Afriander Dewanga. Pratama Arhan, we know we can hit them. He scored a great goal against Malaysia. Slip through. There is Rumah Ramakek. Good early pressure here from Indonesia.
A good start to this game. I think from both these sides, but especially from Indonesia here, looking more comfortable on the ball. Get things going at a good tempo. And Singapore looking to still try and play out from these pressure situations. Lovely dummy there from Hami Shaheen.
And all that pressure started from Irfan trying to bring the ball out. The sequence of events has led to this. A lot of time on the ball. He loves to try and bring the ball out of play. Here's Hafiz Noor.
Very good work from Hafiz Noor, quick feet. And he's one of those players, Hafiz Noor, who, a little bit like Haris Harun, was unfortunate to pick up COVID. Which meant, of course, going to be involved in quite a bit of the build-up.
Fantastic run for Zulkan and Suzuki. That was a ballooned shot, wasn't it, from Song Ryong?
Tatsuma Yoshida is a big fan of Hafiz Noor. And I think every time he's been in the squad, he's contributed.
There's Rawalian running in that channel, and it's good work there from Irfan Fandi. He's not the most mobile of strikers, isn't he? But he's big and he's got that physical presence.
Ezra Walian, yeah, and I know lots of Indonesian fans out there are calling him Giroud, the Indonesian Olivier Giroud, because of his physicality, his role in the team as well. As I said, he perhaps is not going to get too many goals, but you can play off him, and they've got good mobility around him as well. So that type of style.
The issue I've certainly been seeing online as we see that ball in from Pratama Arhan. That's another corner for Indonesia. he's the only striker that scored in the goals, and that's one goal from the 4 that they've brought in. Shin Tae-yong's team have been scoring plenty. It's not come from their forwards.
Yeah, I think very early on here, Haris has just had to have a word with Irfan, who defended that situation really well. But there's a couple of occasions now in possession where Irfan's saying, I don't have options to pass to, and they've turned it over to the Indonesians.
That was solid from Safwan. Pratama Arhan. Couple of nervy moments there. Norada does well. Another corner.
A good covering by Norada. Some wonderful work from Pratama Arhan. And the one who loves getting into these advanced positions, very modern day left back.
Well, that looked like something off the training ground. The shot is blocked from Fakhruddin Arianto. Into the mix by Alfeandra, straight forward for Hassan Sani. He looks up. Decided not to release quickly. Has done that in the past, hasn't he, with Faris Rumley in particular. That was perhaps telegraphed. It's come straight back at Singapore here. A real problem. It's a straightforward goal. And it's Azrawalian. Indonesia take advantage there.
They deserve this, Indonesia, for the start that they've had in this game. They've been aggressive with the press, with the starting position. They've not given these Singaporean players a chance to settle in this game so far. The Panta field is picked up here by Alfeandra. Ball played in behind. Talk about who wants it more. Witan Sulaiman makes this goal happen. Just his desire to win it off Safwan. Alfeandra first pokes it forward, and here you're thinking Safwan is caught on the wrong side. He's not goal side of Witan, but still physically Witan just shrugs him off, unbalances him, and then has the presence of mind here. What I love about this is the composure. He hangs on to it, takes it past Haris, who's got a little bit flat-footed, and then holds and waits for Hassan to come out to commit, and then finds the pass for a simple finish into Azrawalian.
Well, we're just talking about perhaps a lack of goals up top for Indonesia. Azrawalian has scored here. That's his second of the tournament. Boy, how valuable could that be? And once again, Indonesia take a lead in the semi-finals.
Well, they started off like this in the first leg as well, Indonesia. With a much better side in the opening 45 of the first leg. They faded a little bit in the second, but they looked fresh. Still very early on. Lots of football to go. But encouraging signs.
Witan. Ami Shahin. Here's Song Wei-young. Singapore just not been allowed to settle. Goes in hard there, Alfeandra Devanga.
Yeah, I don't know if Tatsuma is smiling anymore, you know. He's concerned now.
So there you go, on aggregate, Indonesia 2-1 up. Reminder, there's no away goals. There's the man of the moment, Azrawalian, Dutch Indonesian heritage. Started his career with AZ Alkmaar and Ajax Amsterdam. Maybe moved to Indonesia a couple of years ago. Here he is now. There was debate as to whether he should get starting place today, and there were lots and lots of speculation about Egy Maulana. He has answered his critics there.
I just wonder with the goal as well, as Haris came out to close down Witan Sulaiman, whether Irfan could have come across a little bit quicker into the space that Ezra Walian was occupying.
It's Hafiz Noor. What's I'm thinking to do here for Tatsuma? Again, they're just quicker to the ball here. And look who it is, Alfiandra. Ramai, that ball out to Witan. Asnawi goes over. Still Asnawi here. Well, they are looking very good here. It's Kambuaya with the shot. It's all Indonesia at the moment.
Yeah, the quicker, the sharper. They look hungry at the moment. They're winning these physical challenges. You just have a look at Asnawi again. Called him a machine on social media a few days ago, and just displaying those fighting qualities once more. And it's not just him, we saw it from Alfiandra as well. What a player he is, that young man. Can play in central defense, can play in midfield, so composed, really hard-working, winning all these 50-50 balls in the middle of the park.
Ramai. Away by Hassan. So the irritation of the fans, that decision. Here's Rizki. Another corner. They are racking these up now.
Yeah, he's another one who's enjoying himself, Ricky Kambuaya. Love him and his movement, his work rate. Got that license to drift across, as I said, and we saw him on the right-hand side. Now he's pushing out to that left-hand side because he's got that platform in behind him. He knows he's got Alfiandra, Dewanga and Rahman Irianto sitting in that central midfield. So he's got that sort of license to then drift into these different spaces, and still knowing that if they do end up losing possession, they've got a nice defensive structure in there to help them out in those counter-attacking situations.
Little word there from Ezra Walian. Kambuaya. Away by Hami Shahin, but only as far as Alfiandra. Ramai. Back to Hassan there. From Hami Shahin, from Zulkarnain. Just not being able to get past halfway line.
No, they haven't really been able to build anything in possession, always under pressure. The choices that they're making as well in possession. And what they did in the second half of that first leg, when they were able to turn it around, the tempo of their game changed. It went up, they played a little bit quicker, but also the players were arriving at good timings to support players in possession. So they were able to really build and have a good structure in that possession phase of play.
Getting closed down, aren't they? Very quickly. Indonesia, there's a pocket of space here for Song Wei-Ung. That's a goal kick. Tatsuma not happy, neither is Song. Looks across at the assistant referee. Well, Roshan, you immediately felt that that was a goal kick.
Yeah, I thought straight away that was a goal kick, but let's see, I could be wrong. I was just going by my real-time reaction to that.
What about your slow-mo reaction to that now?
I still think it's a goal kick. Yeah, and Rahman Irianto, good shielding of the ball again. Just gets his body in the way, takes the contact, wins the free kick.
There is Ramai. Look at that. Gets the pass and then sprints forward. Pratama Arhan. Back to Ramai. Dinks it up towards Ezra Walian.
It's interesting, you know, you mentioned VAR and how the world of football has gone from absolutely hating VAR, not wanting it. You see Iksan on the bench here. He's not 100% fit. We saw him have a bit of an issue the last time out, coming off after scoring that goal immediately.
Yeah.
I think he was going to be taken off actually before that. We're going back to VAR, and a few mistakes happen, and suddenly it's in the spotlight again, and everybody wants VAR now.
Well, I think it serves to enhance the game, and perhaps we may see it in the next AFF Suzuki Cup.
Well, there are a lot of considerations when it comes to VAR. Obviously, you need the infrastructure in place. You also need referees capable of working it well, trained and qualified and have had practice with it.
Thailand actually have put that as part of their bid when they were looking to host this. Singapore will beat them in the end. There's Hami Shahid. Now Zulkarnain looking for Sok, who's annoyed there. And here come Indonesia. Look at that. Once again, Pratama Arhan slips it through to Ezra. Irianto. Irianto. The outside of his boot. Effectively, Roshan, you were pointing this out even in the last game, but today, Alfanga, it isn't a back five, is it?
No, it's they've gone to a back four.
Yeah.
And with a player like Alfeandra Dewanga, he can drop into that back line.
Yeah.
And also, let's not forget Rahmat Irianto as well, who can play in central defence. So they've got two midfielders that are very comfortable in those central positions. Maybe collision between Amy and Alfeandra, quickly taken by Indonesia here.
It's kind of caught in two minds and looking around, but Indonesia thought quickly. Here's Nuradim Abdullah. Looking towards Amy Reka, but forced to Song Wei-young. Nice touch on from Amy Reka. Hami needed to put a better cross in. That's about as threatening as Singapore have been.
I mean, the play in that situation was encouraging up until the cross. The quality of the cross not quite there. We can see the run that Hami makes from inside out, just switching positions with Song Wei-young. Alfeandra Dewanga working very hard there to close off the angles, make sure the cross couldn't be delivered without pressure. And even when they went with the back five, Indonesia, with Dewanga, as I said, again, stepping into midfield, and at times Rahmat could drop into that back three. But it does seem here tonight, for the moment anyway, that they are going with the back four. Alfeandra and Rahmat just protecting that defence.
Late one, wasn't it? Hami Shahid will have a little chat with the referee here. Rahmat Irianto is down. He's okay.
A couple of coming togethers there between these two players, Hami and Rahmat. I don't think that the challenge ever caused Rahmat too much pain. There was too much in that challenge.
Well, that wasn't a great pass, was it? And fantastic chasing down by Hafiz Noor. Fakhruddin Arianto caught a bit surprised there.
Yeah, I think it wasn't the best of touches from Fakhruddin, just lost his concentration a little bit. Credit to Hafiz Noor for being quick to apply that pressure. Win the ball back for his side. He's backing into Mireka was just backing into Fakhruddin. Or was it a foul throw perhaps?
Finally calling one, aren't they?
I wonder if he's saying keep both feet on the pitch.
so far from Indonesia. Really coming to this. Pumped up for it, Singapore. Giving passes away at the moment.
Well, that again, it comes down to the decision making in those situations. There's no line of pass. There's no angle of pass, so you got to recycle it until an option opens up. It's another late challenge from Hami. It's too strong for him, Kambuaya there. And he's trying to make something happen, Hami, but you need that little bit of patience at times. Still very early on in this game. You don't have to force it just yet, especially in those situations where Indonesia have got themselves settled in that defensive block. So players are already organized in those positions. And there's very little movement from Singapore in terms of the supporting players. They're not moving themselves into channels where they can receive a pass.
Here comes Alfayandra. Amazingly thinking he could go for goal there.
I mean, he's even gotten a smile out of Shin Tae-yong. Ambitious, I would say. Yeah, not really worth analysing, is it? I think the better option would have been a cross.
I'm not sure what his teammates would have felt about that.
That reaction from Shin Tae-yong, though.
Here is Irfan. Now Haris Harun. Short pass there from Shannon, but they've got away with it. Now Hafiz. Overlapping run from Nur Adam. And they'll get a corner. Singapore's first corner. And we know that this is where they can be dangerous.
And good run forward from Nur Adam. Strong challenge from Masnawi. He's always going to be on hand to pop his side out for offensive and defensive situations.
Taken quickly here by Singapore. Shadan. Want to try and keep that alive. Singapore make very little out of that corner.
Well, just looking for variation on the corner routine there, Singapore. And you go back to that first leg, they were winning the first balls in the air from set-piece situations, just weren't able to capitalize.
Even in the first half, when they weren't at their best.
That's right, and in a situation like that where you've got Safwan, you've got Haris, Irfan up top, looking to challenge and try and win a ball that could come in. It's a little bit disappointing that you go for a short corner routine and the technique is not quite right. Bit of a wasted opportunity. Good work from Zulkarnain.
Hafiz Noor. Not to Nur Adam. Straight to Emi Reka. Trying to get a grip on this match. Before you know it, 28 minutes have flown by here. Here's Emi Reka. Nur Adam. Ball is given away by Hami. Here come Indonesia again. And that man, Alfayandra Wanga. Well, Shadow's point was he was already going down, ref.
Yeah. A little bit soft. But you know what Alfayandra Dewanga is doing there? He's just stopping it, inviting that hand to come across, and then he's going to go down. It's an arm across, and the referee sees that arm across. It looks like you're impeding the player, which he is, and he's going to blow for a free kick.
Free kick, something they had Indonesia. Risky.
With a risky pass.
Yes.
sorry.
A couple of those. Yeah, I was waiting for one of us to say it. So it was excellent, risky in the back five against Vietnam. Ramai won't get there. Here's Irfan. Shin Tae-yong not letting up here, his players. Felt that Singapore played better against Indonesia than they had in the entire group stage in that second half in particular. One mind game from him. Now, this is the weapon that they have used a fair bit in this tournament, is Pratama Arhan, particularly here at the National Stadium when there's a bit more space to run in for the throw-in. They've done something a little bit different here. Here's Devanga.
Well, that was a really interesting throw-in. I know everyone's expecting the long throw into the box. He changes it up, but I wonder if that was meant for Ramai Rumakiak or whether it was for Alfiandra, because it made its way all the way through to Alfiandra. Almost worked out really well for them.
So they're varying things up a little bit here today, Indonesia. More ways than one. Here's Irfan. There's a summary of what's happened so far. The 12th-minute goal by Ezra Walian has given Indonesia an aggregate lead here. Delightful ball out to Nur Adam, who heads it into the box. Amy Reka bearing down. That's cleared away. Fakhruddin.
He's trying, Amy. He's trying to get himself into positions in front of defenders, looking to try and link the play in these attacking areas. Wonderful ball from Haris Harun, wasn't it? That diagonal. Again, looking to attempt another one. It's another delightful crossfield pass by the Singapore captain.
Brilliant work, isn't it, to Zulkarnain? Well, Song Wei-young tried the shot there. Now, trying to pass in. Could have two minds there. Good options. Shot on as well. Singapore, though, have seemed to get a little bit more to grips with this game, Roshan.
Well, it's starting to have a bit more of the ball. Starting to look to try and find these gaps in that Indonesian defense, and perhaps being a bit more patient, going around that Indonesian shape rather than through the middle.
Good ball into Song Wei-young as he get the cross in. No, he doesn't.
That a little bit of quality is missing at the moment in those attacking positions.
Would that be on the bench then, some of that quality you're talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you look at this here, it's a nice idea, but he's got far too much on it. Song keeps himself onside. Could have been in behind. You know, these key moments, these key situations. Technically, you need to be sound in those areas, in those positions, and unfortunately, it's not quite coming off. We've seen Singapore lose possession a little bit in those areas, looking to always try and play that killer pass, and that killer pass is not quite coming off.
Closing down by Nur Adam to win the ball back. Here comes Song Wei-young. Crowd getting excited. Gets past one. No foul, says the referee.
Nice dummy from the referee as well. As Indonesia look to break forward.
Singapore win it back.
Good work by Nur Adam. Not on that left-hand side, winning the ball and initiating the counter.
Singapore trying to take the game to their opponents now. Here's Kambuaya. Now Ezra Walian. Lovely vision to get that across, but it is offside. Witan Sulaiman's come onto this left-hand side for a bit, and he's not offside, says Shin Tae-yong.
Ramai Rumakiak has gone down as well, and that was really good vision from Rahman. Intelligent ball in behind the Singapore defense. Here Song just cutting inside, and good challenge, clean challenge. Nice dummy from the referee as well. He was right there. Really good challenge from Rizky. Well timed. Got all of the ball.
Nothing wrong with that. Singapore with twice as many fouls at the moment than the Indonesians. And that's normally a complaint leveled at the Indonesians, that they foul a lot. Some of the other countries. Here's the goal again.
Yeah, Witan, I mean, he just gets the goal side here on Safwan, and he's stronger and he doesn't panic. You wonder then in that situation if Irfan could have come across quicker, just identify the danger a little bit earlier. But Witan, I mean, the work that he's done there, it's wonderful. I mean, the composure in those moments, this is what I'm talking about. Key situations, key area of the pitch where you can make a difference, and he's made it because he's kept his composure, he's kept his quality, he's drawn Hassan out from goal, and even though you've got a big goalkeeper like Hassan Sani coming out and spreading himself at you like that, he's still been able to get his head up and find a pass into Ezra Walian for the finish.
Yeah, it's not particularly pleasant viewing from a Singapore perspective. Play on, says the referee. And look at that. Let's run down the middle from Witan.
Oh, I think that was a good challenge from Safwan, you know.
Safwan's furious with that yellow card.
And that was the gap between Safwan and Haris. I was pointing it out to you just before it was played. Witan was making that run into that space, and Safwan saw it and came across, which is credit to him, coming across to identify that. It's a clean challenge. I think he's very unfortunate, Safwan. He gets all of the ball.
Yeah.
I think he's unfortunate, Safwan. He spots the danger early, comes across to cover the space. He's won the ball there. Very unfortunate. It's a good challenge.
I think it didn't help him that he kind of went over the ball, didn't he? He got the ball and went over it. Maybe the referee didn't quite spot that, but it is a yellow card. 9 minutes till half-time, and they've got a free kick in a good area here, Indonesia.
Irfan's still saying he got the ball. He got the ball first. It's not going to change his mind. Interesting to see what Indonesia do here. Rumakek and Wanga.
Oh, they've done something a little cheeky there. Well, Safwan got a yellow in the first leg as well. And with that second yellow, that was a problem for Singapore. Something to think about later on, though.
Yeah, I wonder if it might just have taken a... When it came through in real time, I was just wondering if he could have taken a bit of a deflection. I mean, Song sticks out a leg. Fortunately for Singapore, went straight down the middle.
Ezra Walian.
Good defending from Irfan. Got himself into position early and then came sliding across, and he had to get this challenge right. I'm not quite sure why the flag went up. I think perhaps the assistant referee thought there was a push on Irfan, but actually it was Irfan who was going down to ground to make that challenge. I think he got a little bit nervous when he saw the assistant referee put his flag up. Really good clean tackle though.
And they've won the ball back here. Witan Sulaiman, brilliant again. That's been excellent, hasn't he? Here he is on the ball. He plays his football in Poland with Lechia Gdansk. Look at the pace of that Asnawi. He did all the hard work. He's overhit the cross.
Yeah, but they're going to take this opportunity here to try and put the pressure on. Down Singapore's right-hand side. The best of crosses, but if you want to take something positive out of it, you could say, well, at least it's still deep in Singapore territory, and they can apply pressure and win it back, which they've done here.
It's risky. Now Fakhruddin. It's been pretty quiet for him at the back there, Nadio, the Indonesian goalkeeper. Song Wei-Young trying to close down. A little bit better from Singapore there. Witan Sulaiman. Still Witan. Lovely touch on there from Shadan. Just comes straight back at them.
Witan Sulaiman looks so dangerous every time he's got the ball. Whether it's playing a pass, whether it's running with it.
Song Wei-Young, look at that run from Hafiz. Now Hafiz will he go for goal here? He does. But it's at a perfect height. There's a foul on Emmy who goes down. That look like it could have been a penalty. He's asking for it. The crowd are as well. Tatsuma's furious.
Well, a bit of confusion in the Indonesian defense. Defender and goalkeeper both leaving it for each other to take care of the situation. And it was Emmy who was alert, alive to that, looking to punish Indonesia for that hesitation in defense.
Controversy in the first leg for a penalty not given. Let's see on the replay what happened there. Irfan not impressed with Witan Sulaiman.
Well, lovely work from Singapore here in the counter-attack. A long ball played forward, flicked on into Song initially. Now there just pushes it out, and Rahmat is hoping for his goalkeeper to come out and claim that. I don't think it's a penalty. I think when you look at how he wins the ball, the way he comes across, he's connected with Amy Reka first, hasn't he? Before winning the ball. My apologies. You know, there's a shout there. There's a penalty shout. Again, it's a legitimate appeal from Singapore for that one.
Well, if you're counting these, it's one apiece.
Does it cancel? Is it one of those things where they say cancel each other out?
I think people just want the right decision, right? Whenever they can. But look, we've had to look at it again.
Yeah.
We've had 3 times now we've looked at it. So there's that.
Well, it's a world without VAR, which some people are happy with. When decisions don't go for you, then you ask for it.
Have a chat with Park Hang-seo.
Yeah.
Well, it is a corner here for Indonesia. Punch away by Hassan when he looked like he could have caught that. Pratama Arhan. Here's Ramai. Now Kambuaya. Oh, it's Kambuaya. Ezra Walian. And he's closed down just in time. All right, Irfan.
Important challenge for Shadan. You know what the situation, a wonderful run from Ricky Kambuaya here first, and just go back to the penalty shout. Oh, maybe after this, Ricky Kambuaya, lovely work. Quick feet, just that situation where he couldn't quite find Rumakiak with the pass. And then an important challenge from Shadan. I want to kind of explain the referee's thinking on why he perhaps didn't give that penalty, but remind me to come back to it after this corner.
Indonesia looking to finish this half as strongly as they started it. This time he does take a clean catch. And a quick distribution up to Shadan Sulaiman. Amy Reka will not get that. Nadia with one key save in this first half of Hafiz Noor. Came in a perfect height. Yes, Roshan, come on.
Yeah, so from where I'm sitting, and I'm a lot further away from the action than where the referee is. it looked like it was a clean challenge because he came away with the ball, right? But on closer inspection, on the replays, which obviously the referee doesn't have access to, handball there, what he's seeing, perhaps from his point of view, is the challenge has come in and he's won the ball. So the player, Emi Reka, has gone flying, but what he's perhaps seeing from his line of sight is he's won the ball and the ball's there, defenders won it, so it's a clean challenge. But again, in the VAR world, if you go back and look at it, you would highlight it to the referee. If you're VAR, you would highlight it to the referee as a clear and obvious error. Yeah. I think you've missed this, depending on what the referee describes, of course, but I think he would have said, no, I didn't see the first contact with the Singapore attacker. Then you look at him and say, go review it on the screen. So I don't know why we're talking about VAR. We don't have it, so it's pointless, isn't it?
Well, it's 2 clear penalties in this semi-final over both legs. Just a 1 minute at a time here. Ramai did pretty well there, I have to say. Singapore will get a free kick. Last chance here in the first half to try and draw level.
I mean, Rumakek was trying his best. That's good work from those 2 Singaporean players. They're not giving up. Zulkarnain and Emi Reka working hard, and they've done well to win a free kick. Bit of nonsense off the ball there between Safwan and Rizky. They're both pushing and shoving there. You can see Rizky and Safwan. Rizky wants to make absolutely sure they've gone man-to-man there in those situations that he's not going to allow Safwan to get away from him. The referee decided that he's going to have a word with both players.
Well, he'll be key here. Safwan.
Yeah, keep an eye on that, keep an eye on that. He's saying, look, I've peeled away, I'm running off into the box, and he's still tugging my jersey. He's making sure he's putting this... Have a look at that again. And Bolton, oh!
Well, that's his second yellow. That's his second yellow. That's a huge moment here in this game. But it wasn't, he was yanked away, wasn't he? Safwan burrowed it. They've got to keep their cool, but Singapore are in real trouble now. And he's given a red card after that second yellow. But if you look back at that, he was being yanked.
No, the referee's, I think he's completely lost control of this.
And so is Safwan. He's got to walk away now. He's got to walk away. It's done.
And I was keeping an eye on this, and he's been, yeah,
it happened behind
he's
him,
talking
right?
to them. Yeah, again, it happens right in front of the referee. Referee saying to Safwan to calm it down. Rizky's hanging on to him. He went to have a word with the 2 of them, so it's after this. So he's already had a word with both those players, and it's happened straight away after that when the referee's had his back turned. Listen, I don't even know if the referee saw clearly what had happened between Safwan and Rizky.
It happened after.
So they need to move this on. We've seen this. The referee have a word with Safwan and Rizky, and it happens straight after that. We're going to try and get the replay if we can of the incident.
He's absolutely furious.
I think he's got a right to be,
And I think he's right, yeah.
I feel for him.
Singapore in trouble, but they can change it all. Yeah! Oh, they do so! So William has got the goal! And I tell you what, the reaction of the Singapore bench as well. They've gone right up to the 4th official. They're fired up here. Singapore, on the cusp of half-time, have changed the complexion of this game. But they are down, a man down, I'm so sorry.
How about that for a moment to galvanize the crowd and the team? Listen to the reaction from the crowd. It's bubbling around the penalty area. Song on hand after that sending off for Safwan. He's there to put it away, bubbling around in the box. Keeps a cool head, finds the back of the net. And Singapore are back in this, down to 10 men. again, but back in this, and the reaction from the bench. Tatsuma Yoshida went celebrating in front of the fourth official. Safwan was walking off into the locker room, turned around and went back to celebrate in front of the fourth official as well.
It's his first ever international goal for Singapore. But it's a huge talking point. And now Shin Tae-yong
and Tatsuma
pointing
as well.
It's firing. It's all happening on and off the pitch. Roshan and myself, we're all getting into it. But tempers are flaring. Massive talking points, Roshan, as we go into the break here.
Yeah, so much passion. The Indonesian players, the ones that are on the pitch, have gone back into a huddle, which they have usually done in this competition. The Singapore bench and the Indonesian bench going face to face. Tatsuma's gone across to just try and settle things down. He's gone across to Shin Tae-yong, and he's saying there was a bit of disrespect from the bench towards him, he felt. Noor Rahman, one of the assistants on Singapore bench, has gone over to apologize as well, just to try and cool things off.
Well, this has had all the ingredients of a classic second half, but Singapore are certainly handicapped now with the departure of Safwan Baharudin for arguably 2 yellow cards that he shouldn't have got. Ezra Walian got Indonesia going with an early goal after some poor defending from Singapore. Indonesia started the game so well and never allowed Singapore to settle. Singapore took a long time to get going, but right at the very end of this first half, 4 minutes into added time, Song Woo-young got his first ever international goal, and at halftime here at the National Stadium in this second leg of the semi-final, I should say. It's Indonesia 1, Singapore 1. Welcome back to the National Stadium. Second half about to get underway here between Indonesia and Singapore, the second leg semi-final. And what drama we have had in this match. Indonesia opened the scoring through Ezra Walian and looked very good. But then Singapore had this key moment.
Well, this is where the referee is just saying to Safwan and to Rizky, just calm it down. There's a couple of shoves in there. And no issue here. He's just telling the referee, it's his second one here. He goes on, goes back, just to make sure the referee's having a look. Okay, play on, no issue. Turns away, spins away. And then the ball players are going at it.
Yeah.
And Rizky's gotten away with absolutely nothing. He's not been given a caution. the information that we were given was that it was because of something Safwan said to the referee, but it doesn't look like he said anything. I mean, it's a strange one to me, and it's very harsh on Safwan. I have to say, the first incident where he got a yellow card, the first one, is not even a foul. It shouldn't have even been given as a free kick. But look, that's the decision the referee has made. We've just got to get on with it. We've got the benefit of replays. He doesn't. He's got to decide in real time. Singapore have got to live with that. But what came immediately after that? Song scoring the equalizer, and what a response! What a response from the team, and what a response from the crowd as well.
Yeah, it absolutely lifted this home crowd in particular. But yeah, that incident, when you look back at it, all it merited really was another talking to. Didn't merit another yellow card. And actually that happened behind the referee, where he was yanked, wasn't he, a little bit himself, Safwan Bahruddin, and all the referee saw was perhaps...
I'm not even sure if the referee had a clear view. It looked like he was standing side on, like he couldn't even see what was going on behind him. But as he turned, he might have seen Safwan's arm swinging out at Risky. But listen, Tatsuma and Shin Tae-yong are having a chat with the referee now. Right at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah.
And I think both coaches have shook hands and said we'll try and calm things down.
We'll do our bit on the sidelines. But Roshan, now, the bigger picture here. Singapore equalised right after that incident. And the reaction of both the players and on the bench there, they went right up to the fourth official. They've got this underdog siege mentality now. Can they use that? Have they got to harness that a little bit now?
Yeah, you have to use everything that you can in these situations. It's going to be very tough for the Singapore side. Playing with 10 against an Indonesian team who work hard, are very talented, will make you chase, will run at you.
And that was with 11 men.
11, yeah, and they've got the advantage here. So, you need to sort of use everything. Mentally, physically, give everything that you possibly can in this one.
Ezra Walian gets us going. And Roshan, did you think at any time in the break that perhaps Singapore might look to bring on another central defender to keep the 5? Or do you think this is fine now?
No,
they'll go with the 4.
I think it's fine now, because if you talk about bringing in another central defender, then you're taking away someone from that midfield. And I think with the benefit of having Haris in that side, as we said, he's got the ability to play in midfield and play in defense. So, it's not such a big issue at the moment. Now they just dropped into that back 4, him alongside Irfan. And look, I said not a big issue. Playing with 10 men is a big issue. What I meant was in terms of the personnel available to you on the pitch now. With Haris Harun in there, he's a reliable presence in the center of that defense.
Of course, each side can make up to 5 substitutions in the 90 minutes. Well, we're getting confirmation about the reason behind that second yellow card. It was Safwan apparently striking Risky. That is the official reason been given. Roshan, your thoughts?
And I'm telling you, that's all the referee saw. His back was turned, and when he sort of turned around to have another look, someone must have shouted something, because he turned around and he had a look, and that's what he saw. He saw Safwan swinging an arm out, and that's why he's made that decision.
You could argue, though, you can't be swinging anyway, can you?
You can't, but if someone's pulling you and tugging at you in those situations, you're trying to shake him off.
I think it was
and I'm interested to know why Risky got away with it.
Nothing at all, yeah. Didn't see that at all, did he? Here's Witan Sulaiman. Remember, Singapore was stretched almost to the limit, weren't they, at times in that first half with 11 men. How will they cope in the second half with 10? Asnawi, Norada. Touch on there from Hamid Shine back to Norada, who was fouled.
Well, this is going to be the story of the second 45. It's going to be a case of Indonesia having a lot of possession, Singapore sitting deep, trying to keep the discipline, slowing it down whenever they can.
The old cliche, playing for penalties. long way to go for that, of course, because there's 45 minutes and then half an hour of extra time before we even get there. Find out, cuts out that ball. Here's Norada. They're going for Song Wei-young, who's got that all-important goal for Singapore. That pass doesn't quite get to him from Hami. So I asked you, Roshan, the dilemma: would you rather Singapore have 11 men and still be 0-0, or 10 and the goal, as we see Asnawi return with a nice little back pass and a big shot for Kambuaya. Folded arms there from Shin Tae-yong, who was fired up at the end of that first half.
Everyone was. I think both benches was coming together. Wonderful work from Witan again. Such intelligent play from the Indonesian number 8. Expect a bit more control on that shot from Kambuaya. There was plenty of time for him to set himself, apply the right sort of technique. Completely mishits that.
Here's Norada. Waiting for that touch, wasn't he? From Witan. Cleverly done. Witan Sulaiman, absolutely superb in that first half. Given away by Shadan. A lovely touch off from Kambuaya. Here comes Witan Sulaiman, bearing down the goal. And the pass too far away from Ezra Walian. The crowd, you can hear the frustrations around the stadium. Not happy with what they saw at the end of that first half, despite getting that equalising goal. Kambuaya. Now Ezra Walian. Another good start to this half, isn't it, from Indonesia?
Yeah, the pressure's on, and doing absolutely the right things, this Indonesian side. Wonderful bit of skill. It was Kambuaya, wasn't it, with that flick in behind for Witan. From Singapore's perspective, unfortunately, Witan just couldn't find one of his teammates in the box. He had 3 Indonesian players in there to aim for. But from Singapore's perspective, got to do a lot better in possession of the ball. No, there's a disadvantage here, but they can't lose it in the middle of the pitch in those situations. It becomes very difficult, very tricky to deal with.
Here's Norada, great control from him. Indonesia looking to make a change here, by the way, very shortly.
And good work from Norada. He's driving across inside us now, and they'll take these Singapore.
What that's done, Roshan, is it's fired up the Singapore crowd anyway.
It certainly has. You know, the mood, you know, in the first half wasn't that great, but the whole situation around Safwan sort of got the crowd going, and then that goal from Song. I mean, the roar that came out from the National Stadium here.
It was the perfect response to getting that red card, wasn't it? The only one that really would have got them on their feet. And they had a second here. Ball in from Shadan straight to Nadio. They've wasted their chance, and it is going to be a man who actually made quite an impact. Anis Sagara. Oh, now, hold on. I think Indonesia...
They've changed their mind.
They're going to change their mind.
Well, it looked like it was the wrong number anyway.
Yeah, there's no number 6.
There was no 6 on the pitch.
I had to do a double take on my cheat. That's what Indonesia was saying. Hold on. So, a succession of free kicks here for Singapore. Amy Rekka's gone down.
Well, it's going to be number 7, Ezra Walian.
Yeah, like for like change. He's done his part. He's got the goal. And Sagara was lively, so they're still keeping Egy Maulana back for the moment. There was talk of him being almost like a false 9. Not to be yet. Forward for forward. And it's Sagara. Well, that looked a decent chance, but Singapore couldn't really do much with that. Amy Rekka.
Another
good ball in.
Yeah, good ball in. Another good ball in. The quality of the deliveries from Shadan all tournament. Singapore have been very good. Again, they win the first header. Amy Rekka and lots of space there. Completely misjudges the flight of the ball, mistimes the header. Interesting with Amy Rekka as well, being born in Surabaya. Grew up a little bit in Batam as well before coming to Singapore.
Here comes the new man in, Anis Sagara. There's also Indonesian press going on about Iksan and his Indonesian roots. It's Rahmat Irianto. What they've got now, Song is dropping there, isn't he? Dropping out where he can. Asnawi. Another goal, Indonesia, and they might feel that that would be key for them to kill this off. What a great touch. And the new man in, Anis. Can't get it away. Lovely work from Witan. What a good ball in from him, but it's back with Indonesia. Alfeandra Devanga. It's Pratama Arhan. Oh, he's done well here, Pratama Arhan.
How good is Witan Sulaiman? Just incredible on the ball. The Indonesian number 8, Irfan got that one across. I think we're about to see a few substitutions from the Singapore bench, and it's big 3, the front 3 of Forrest, Iksan and Shawal, perhaps about to come on.
A lot of pace in there.
Lots of pace in there.
Flat throw. That's a good header away by Irfan. There's Amy Rekka. Back to his goalkeeper. 3 Indonesian players bearing down on him, but he gets it away. Hassan Sani.
Yeah, strong commanding header from Irfan.
Wow, what will they do here? Singapore struggling to get it out. Could this be a moment on the counter? We know they've been good at it. Lovely work from Hamish Shaheen. Fantastic pirouette, ball over the top. The flag has stayed down for now, and it does go up eventually.
And he turned from Hamish Shaheen in midfield. He's couldn't quite get the pass out quick enough.
Be the last thing he's done. We'll see. Singapore ready for those changes. I think they'll be happy that there's 5 subs in this tournament, given that they're playing with 10 men.
I wonder if we'll see Hafiz No, Emireka, and it's a toss-up between Song and Hami Shaheen.
Right?
It depends on what kind of fitness levels Song has, because he's had that injury concern, hasn't he? That's a vital interception by Irfan, but could be back in behind here.
Look at the pace there of Asnawi. The referee not interested in the foul, or what Asnawi claims was a foul.
Well, the first challenge from Haris, no issue. He has to look across, he's Hassan staying on his line. The first challenge, no issue. Second one here, he's using all his experience. I'll just leave it at that.
Referee having a chat with Haris. Oh, that falls to Risky! Off the woodwork! Oh, how close were they there, Indonesia? The danger not over yet. Hannes. Wild shot over from Hannes Sagada. 22-year-old, just his 3rd cap for his country.
Well, you need those moments to go for you when you're playing with 10.
There's a big roar from the crowd as Iksan Fandi, Singapore's top scorer in this tournament, comes on for Emireka. Listen to that. Hafiz Noor replaced by Faris Ramli, who's been a massive outlet for Singapore as well. And the pace of Shawal Anwar. And it is indeed Hami Shaheen. They're going for it here, Singapore.
Yeah, so we'll just see Song move into midfield alongside his Lion City Sailors teammate Shadan. The front 3, Faris, Iksan and Shawal.
You know what, Roshan? It actually, some people would have looked at that starting lineup and gone, oh, why haven't they started with the likes of Faris and Iksan? Perhaps now that's kind of worked in Singapore's favour to bring them on. And given that they're 10 men down, it just lifts that team even more, doesn't it? As they come down here, Witan Sulaiman, another back heel. Kambuaya off Irfan. Here's Iksan, he sees the run of Shawal Anwar, who's bearing down. He's got Fakhruddin in front of him, tries to go over the keeper. Oh, what a chance that is. From so far out, and that's what these 3 players can do that they've just brought on here. We just talked about the lift.
Look at that, the counter-attack, the pace that they've suddenly got on the pitch now, Singapore. And that would have been the instructions. Would have been to say to the team, guys, get it forward to the front 3. They got pace to burn, fresh legs coming on. Iksan can hold it up and play passes in behind. But how about this for intelligence and awareness from Shawal?
Nadio scrambling back. And he would have been relieved to see that go wide.
What a goal that would have been.
Oh, would have been
gone in.
Probably goal of the tournament, up till now at least. Well, there's that lift we talked about with these players. There's a rather odd kick there. Was he just impeded?
This is like the Kallang Roar of old.
Yeah, some familiar chants going around the National Stadium at the moment. It has helped galvanise this crowd. There's Song Wei-Yong, who's just dropped a little deeper, as Roshan mentioned. So Kainen's fouled. Every foul, everything is being cheered now. He's looking down at his board, yeah, thinking, what can we do? Singapore. I'm sure Shin Tae-yong is also, I think there's a lot of movement around their dugout. That was ambitious at best. Shawal Anwar still alive here for Singapore. Needs to be a much better ball, doesn't it?
Yeah, awkward one for Shadan to put back in. He just had to kind of stab it in. Back into the box. Couldn't get any sort of whip on that cross.
He's ringing out here at the National Stadium. Indonesia, a little bit more possession, but it doesn't matter now. Singapore not going to be bothered by that at all. Asnawi, Indonesian skipper. Yes, Rahmat Irianto. Now Devanga. It's a rightful ball, isn't it, from him? Pratama Arhan. Straight at Hannes Sagara, whose shot is blocked. Oh, Indonesia doing well here. Kambuaya. Trickery from him.
So dangerous, this Indonesian side. His ability to run with the ball and accelerate in those moments. The star man is coming on. I mean the number 10.
Yeah, just to be clear.
Just to be clear, Irfan Jaya as well.
Oh my word, look at that.
What a headache for the Singapore defence.
They've got the tallest defender coming on. Their star player who's playing in Europe, and the player who's been arguably the man of the tournament so far, Irfan Jaya. Risky, replaced by Elkan, who doesn't seem to start for his country, but comes on in the second half. Well, you get rid of Ramai, and then you bring on Irfan Jaya.
Ricky Kambuaya being replaced by Egi. I mean, you saw from Singapore bringing on their three best attackers. We've seen Indonesia bring on two attackers of wonderful quality and a centre-back who's a massive threat, and who plays at Ipswich.
Yeah, plays at Ipswich under 23, Elkan Baggett. Had an interesting tournament thus far. Came to the tournament a little bit late, played a game, got quarantined, came back in, scored a goal. Egi Maulana was their big hit, of course, plays for Seneca. Oh, the referee deems that to be a foul. They're going to say it's last man here. He's given a card, last man. It's another red. Irfan has to go. Well, that now is absolutely massive for Indonesia.
I mean, this is such a clever ball from Sagara, and the moment he played it behind, he played Irfan Jaya in behind, you knew they were in trouble, because it's highly unlikely Irfan was going to catch up to Irfan Jaya, and I think the referees had judged this to be a denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. He's headed through on goal, there's no covering defender in there, it's a central position, an arm has come across. And listen, I know if you're a Singaporean fan watching this, the emotions around it, you'll say, that's a terrible decision, you can't believe it's happened again. But when you look at that in sort of isolation, when you look at that as a footballing, as a refereeing decision, I think ultimately you'll come to the conclusion that, unfortunate for Irfan, we feel for him, but it's the right call. I think it's the right call. Irfan Jaya was in behind, he would have been one-on-one with Hassan Sani.
It was an arm across the face, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think it's denial of a goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Singapore now have got one central defender. They're probably going to have to bring another one on. That's Haris Harun. They'll worry about that later. They've got this free kick to deal with. Singapore are stunningly down to 9 men with about 25 minutes to go. Irfan Jaya standing over this. The wall does its job. Singapore have one to do here. Well, we talked about siege mentality earlier now. Well. So no surprises. Amirul Adli, who's a bona fide centre-back, will be coming on. Who is going to be removed? Punch away by Hassan Sani. Singapore just got to keep their head. That was Song Wei-Yung trying to do a lot there. But they are in real trouble here. Sultan Suleiman is deputising as centre-back at the moment. Strength there from Haris Harun and Witan Sulaiman.
I don't think you got as much of it on the header back to Hassan as you would have liked. But he did enough experience to make sure he came across and cut out the run of Witan.
Song Wei-Yung is playing emergency right back at the moment. Singapore with Zulkarnain Suleiman in the middle. Who will make way? Singapore right up against it. Here is Asnawi. Anywhere right now will do for Singapore. They're going to make that change. And it is going to be Song who has to go. Hand has been forced here. Tatsuma Yoshida.
So what can you do? I mean, you just make the changes you need to, put an extra central defender in there. And really hope for the best. Hope that the 9 players that you've got left on the pitch can hang on for not just the next 20 minutes or so, but potentially another half an hour of extra time.
Well, he worked so hard there, didn't he? Song Wei-Yung got the equaliser for Singapore. He has that energy about him. Had to be sacrificed. Rahmat Irianto, it's a great ball in. Amirul Adli, first bit of action, and he comes across to put that out for a corner.
So the odds are stacked against Singapore. Indonesia, if they don't go on and win this, there'll be lots of questions asked, and I'd recommend staying off social media for
a while.
A few months, probably.
Amirul Adli, 25 years of age, from Lion City Sailors, one of many in this team. It's backs to the wall now for Singapore. With 10, they probably felt they could hit on the counter, but Russia now with 9. Oh. Big ask. They can't risk having too many men up there. Amirul Adli appealing to the ref, who gave Singapore the decision. Tatsuma's fired up, isn't he?
You can completely understand it. And, you know, I think he can be really proud of the performance of his team.
Here comes Asnawi. Indonesia have got 20-odd minutes now. But here comes Shadan Sulaiman. He's got Faris in front of him, who squared the ball. Iksan, it's behind Iksan though. Shawwal had a slip as well. There are 4 men for Singapore who are forward. Indonesia with Witan Sulaiman. Oh, he's over hit that perhaps. Away by Faris.
That was like, I'm sorry, that brings me back to the training ground days when you have attack against defense by Singapore.
Here's Faris Romney, bearing down the goal. He's got 2 against 1 there. It needs to be a better pass from him. Still Faris. And they'll be delighted to have that free kick. Listen to that crowd. opportunity they have, they'll make their feelings be known.
I mean, the first one is a real wasted opportunity. This one is again Faris, intelligent, brings it past. There's absolutely no need for the one guy to put in that challenge. But the first one, it needed to be a lofted ball towards the back post. It was 3-on-1. He had Iksan and Shawal attacking the far post.
So, free kick here from Singapore. I tell you what, Sangat Sulaiman has that ability. What a story this is turning out to be, this match. Sangat Sulaiman here with the free kick for Singapore.
Incredible game of football we've got. Sangat Sulaiman. Wonderful quality. His set pieces have been superb for Singapore all throughout this competition, and he delivers once again.
This story with more twists and turns. In the only place he could put it in, and he's found it. Unbelievable.
And how about that reaction from the crowd?
Wait for it. And there you go. Indonesia cannot believe this. And now, Roshan, what happens? What happens here? Indonesia will give it everything. Singapore have got to defend this. And they've also got to keep their heads. Here's Hannes. Every foul now, every little stoppage is going to get cheered. Boy, oh boy. This man, the referee, there will be plenty of talking points, but so will that goal from Sangat Sulaiman. There's still 15 minutes though. Indonesia know an equaliser is all they need. They can drag this out. They have that two-man advantage. But for now, the Singapore fans are savouring every moment of this. Here's Faris. And it's another free kick. And frustration for Asnawi. Look at that face, the expression.
Exasperated Asnawi. The 3 changes, what a difference those changes have made. And just before the free kick, you thought the chance had gone. It was a 3-on-1.
Yeah.
And I mean, for Indonesia in that situation, as we look at this back, it's a clear free kick to foul on Faris, to leave themselves exposed like that when you've got a two-man advantage.
Are they kind of losing their heads a little bit, Indonesia? Are they a bit shell-shocked from what's going on?
Well, they were so desperate to kill this game off. They forgot about the possible threat on the counter-attack. And the qualities that Singapore have, it's suited Singapore.
4 players in the box here for Singapore. They've got 3 at the back. Iksan pulled away. Oh, that almost went in. That's a great save from Nadio. And such an important one. Brilliant from the Bali United goalkeeper.
Yeah, to watch this one all the way. Wonderful quality again from Shadan.
And listen to that as Sangat Sulaiman goes towards the corner flag. reception he's getting. Now they've committed even less numbers in the box off this corner. They're not taking any chances here, Singapore. You can understand that. Header on, even with those numbers, it's Iksan.
Still, what was it, 3 players in the box, and they still won the first challenge in the air from a set piece. Again, great delivery. Must be a dream for someone in the box looking to attack a cross that comes in. You know that quality is going to find you, the quality that Shadan has.
Indonesia just have to compose themselves, Roshan. Just got to, you know, that they still have 15 minutes if you look at a time. Look at that possession, it's not even 60%, 17 shots to 8 in favor of Indonesia. They know a second goal will really give them a massive boost. Pratama Arhan. Witan Sulaiman, Rahmat Irianto, they will be very happy with those sort of shots, Singapore.
They need to work that defense, Indonesia. They don't need to hurry it to that extent. And you see Asnawi's frustrated. They're starting to argue with each other, actually.
I'm not saying anything right now. Just let these pictures breathe right now, just to give you an idea of what's going on at the National Stadium right now. This is what Southeast Asian football is all about, the passion. And another free kick, Singapore's favour. Big nod there from Iksan Fundi. Singapore taking their time to get the ball up there, as you'd expect. What you're not seeing right now is Witan Sulaiman and Haris Haru just fighting over the ball now. Singapore cannot afford any more bookings, or down to 8 would be absolutely ridiculous. Floating the ball over. He's got this header in. I tell you what, Roshan, the side at the moment, since the change in players, more likely to score is Singapore. They've had the best quality chances, they've gotten to the box, they've looked dangerous on the attack.
Another look at that. I mean, he's got a wonderful lead, Shawal. Gets to run and beat that ball into the box as well.
Here's Norada. We're inside the final 10 minutes. Overhits that pass. Ball in for Iksan. He said, to me. Singapore. Is there a feeling, Roshan, they may just go deeper and deeper as this edges towards that 90? Here's Asnawi.
It looks like it's all falling apart for Indonesia at the moment. Heads are down, and that cohesion that they've had throughout this competition is suddenly lacking. It's incredible what football can do to you. This is another look at this postage stamp.
I tell you what, I haven't heard a goal that loudly cheered, look at that, in this new national stadium for Singapore than that one. The stadium has been around since 2014. And that really got the crowd fired up. But Indonesia will keep plugging away here. Here's Hanis. Now Iksan. Oh, lovely work from Iksan. Pull down. And the referee will book Arianto. Slightly ironic cheers at the moment from the crowd.
Yeah, that's excellent work from Iksan. That's what you want from your centre forward in situations like this, where you're looking to hang on. You need a centre forward who can hold on to the ball for you win a free kick in that situation. He slowed things down, gave the defense a chance to breathe, gave everyone a chance to breathe.
He's not looking happy there, Shin Tae-yong. He's got one more change to make, by the way, if he wants. Would he bring on another forward? Headed on to Shawal. It's just too much on that. Indonesia come forward with Rahmat Irianto. Asnawi. Straight up. Hassan Sani. Hands to his head. Russell, what's going on here for Indonesia?
It looks like their composure, their confidence is just gone. Their heads have gone. Because that quality is suddenly gone. That cohesion is not in the side anymore.
Iksan heads it on, looking for Faris Rumley. Asking for handball, they'll get it.
Everything now is, you feel like everything is going to go against you. That unfortunate ball bounces up off his arm. It's a free kick to Singapore again. And you start to feel psychologically, you start to feel this slipping away from you, and you become a lot more desperate in your actions. And you start to overthink actions. And when it's not natural, that's when you start to have these issues.
Here's Shawal Anwar. Indonesia. There, Irfan, we've hardly said his name. And that looked like a foul from, booking for Shawal Anwar. He felt he had to take one there for the team. I think we're going to be seeing a lot of that maybe in the last few minutes.
Yeah, I think he knew he wasn't really going to catch him. Had to foul Irfan. I'm sure they'll say, his teammates will say, yeah, well done, yellow card worth taking.
Elkan Baggett has thrown himself into the fray there, and a foul.
So this is the thing now as well, which you'll notice is every single incident that can be pulled up by the referee will be called. There's no room for, referees, and I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, referees sometimes in games, they try to let certain things go, right?
Yeah.
But in a situation like this, where one team is 2 players down,
Is that a psychological thing?
No, I think they just have to be sure that they can't disadvantage that side anymore. It has to be, if there's a foul, it has to be pulled up. You can't sort of let the game flow in those situations.
It feels as a succession of decisions have gone for Singapore, but yes, totally get what you're saying. And that's probably what the Indonesians are feeling at the moment, right?
That's right.
They're on the receiving end.
But listen, you can't say things haven't gone their way. I mean, aside from the fact that Singapore have 2 goals, you're in a semi-final, second leg, opposition down to 9 men. You can't say, you don't have an excuse. There's still, having said that, there's still plenty of time for them to get back into this game.
Absolutely. 1 goal would be enough to, of course, take it into extra time. And there's a chance here. The save has been made. Oh, it's made its way through. Indonesia have got the equaliser. And it's Pratama Arhan who has changed the game once again.
Oh, massive goal for Indonesia. And there you go. There you go. They're back in it now, and suddenly now you start to feel that confidence coming back into the team. What a save this was. Initially, he's offside. But no VAR, so we can't bring that up. Let's carry on with it. Assistant referee doesn't flag for that. There's a decision that's gone their way. He's just slightly offside as he puts away the rebound, but it's a credit to him. It's a credit to Pratama Arhan. Loves to get forward, that he's there, he's quickest to react, and he puts that one away.
While all that's going on, here come Indonesia again. There looked to be a foul on Irfan Fandi earlier. He was pleading with the referee. Singapore just seemed to stop, and Indonesia almost took advantage.
What a game.
This has been quite the match, hasn't it? 2.5 minutes left in the 90s. Singapore probably be amazed they've even got to at a time if they can make it there. First of the ball will be Shadhan Sulaiman. Needs to be a better pass to Shawal. Faris, ball forward here. Shawal, has he been brought down? The referee says the penalty! He's pointing at the penalty spot! Unbelievable again! Shawal Anwar has been adjudged to have been brought down. They're looking absolutely lost here. Pratama Aran, has he gone from hero to zero? Well, you cannot take your eyes off this game.
Well, a simple ball played over the top and it's that pace. Oh, he's got to the toe of the ball, on the ball, Pratama Arhan, you know. Has he given a penalty for a high foot? Because it looks like he's made contact with the ball. Wow. I mean, Singapore, it's not this angle. It looks bad from this angle, but the previous two, he's gotten his toe on the ball, Pratama. Now you could argue it's a high foot. Maybe that's what the referee's given it for, but he was right when Arhan, when he said that he made contact with the ball, he was right.
He got the ball, there you go, Shin Tae-yong. I don't think Singapore will have any sympathy, nor their fans, at the moment, given what we've seen prior to this. But what a moment for both Nadio Agriwanata, and he's got Faris Ramli to take the penalty. A few words there from Asnawi, by the way, on this Singapore attacker. But he will never have a more important penalty than this, Faris Ramli. This to make it 3-2, and surely, with the clock hitting 90, this would be it. Well, let's see how much out of time we're going to have. But first of all, Faris Ramli. He's up against it here against Nadio Agriwanata. Oh, he saved it! Nadio! Asnawi has a go, and Faris Ramli. Tempers are fraying. That's a brilliant save from the Indonesian goalkeeper.
What a save! That's excellent from Nadio. He's patient, he waits. And he reads the penalty and makes a huge save for Indonesia.
Well, he had a few words out of Faris Ramli. And he can't believe it. That will not obviously count. The whistle had gone well before. And Nadio smashes it away. And will that be no action taken by the referee? We'll get on with it here.
The two balls on the pitch. The assistant referee has just kicked the other ball onto the pitch.
Remember, these are the moments which Singapore need to take advantage of. Trying to get a flick on here. Singapore now, will they get hit on the counter? Witan Sulaiman, could they get a late goal here? They're trying to take him out. Still Witan Sulaiman, maybe an important touch. Rahmat. Singapore cannot get it clear. Oh, what a save that is from Hassan Sani. And the referee immediately calling.
Wonderful defending from Shawal as well. I mean, Singapore here, the way they transition and get themselves back, to credit to them, they're all over the place. Big save from Hassan, and then here from Shawal. Up against Alkan Bagat, who's got the advantage physically, but have a look at this from Shawal. Perfect timing on the defensive header away.
Yeah, to the back of Shawal there. Singapore about to bring on Nazrul Nazari in these final minutes. Of course, Indonesia still with a chance here. Elkan Baggett, the main man, the number 30, 1.94 meters. We were told 4 minutes about a time. That will go beyond that, I'm sure. Did he get a touch on that? Yes, he did. Hassan Sunny. What a key save that was earlier from him. Indonesia pressing just to kill this off, finish this game now. But they still will have a two-man advantage going into extra time. Near post, Shadan gets that away. Into the mix from Asnawi. Oh, lovely take there. Irfan, brilliant from him. Well, the shot wasn't to match. We've had the 4 minutes, and that has been a spectacular 45 minutes plus, Roshan.
I'm just taking a moment to catch my breath. An incredible game of football that we've had so far.
Shadan Sulaiman there with that free kick that made it 2-1. They gave Singapore an improbable lead. Indonesia striking back with about 4 minutes to go. The goal from Pratama Arhan that looked to be offside. And then, to add even more drama, Singapore awarded a contentious penalty, which Faris Ramli had saved by Nadio Agriwanata. It has been all action here at the National Stadium. And I tell you what, the good news is you have half an hour more of this to come. But Singapore, Russian now, half an hour more with 9 men. He's been consoled here, Faris Ramli, but nothing at the moment is going to help, is it?
No, nothing's going to help. But look, it was brave of him to step up and want to take it. And it's football, these things happen. You know, and I know people will talk about it and say a key moment. It is a key moment. It wasn't a miss. I want to get that right. It wasn't a miss. It was a great save from Nadeo.
There is the story of the game. What it's not showing you, of course, are the 2 red cards that Singapore have had. So let's have a look at this penalty, or this, the goals in this match. And Ezra Walian got Singapore going, Indonesia going very early on, the 12th minute.
Yeah, wonderful work from Afriandra first to win the ball there. And then Witan, I love his work rate, his power, and his composure to find the right pass and open the scoring. And Indonesia were the better side. One of the key moments in this match, Safwan getting his second yellow for what I don't know. The referee turned around and he saw Safwan perhaps swing an arm out there. That's the official reason we were given. But then immediately from that, Song Woo-young goes on to score the equalizer. And what a way to galvanize the team and restore some energy to the fans in the stadium. Then Indonesia here with opportunities off the road. Risky, smacking their shot against the crossbar. 10-men Singapore having to ride their luck at times, but you expect that in these situations. And then a threat on the counter-attack with the 3 changes. Iksan, Faris and Shawal coming on.
That was
Shawal
right after they came on.
Special goal there.
That really was why they were brought on, the effect that they can have. And then this was a key moment, the sending off of Irfan Fandi. And in this instance, he was the last man. And it was a clear foul, wasn't it, Roshan?
I don't think they gave me too many complaints about this. Irfan Jaya was in behind, central location, closer to goal. Would have been one-on-one with Hassan. And there was an arm from Irfan, an elbow out there. So, but too many complaints, but this moment of magic.
This was the free kick that Shannon Sulaiman scored in the 75th minute to make it 2-1 against all the odds. 9-man Singapore had the lead, and the atmosphere in here was absolutely electric after that. And they thought they might be able to perform the Great Escape until this moment here, with just about 4 minutes left on the clock. Pratama slots in.
Yeah, credit to Pratama for keeping his composure, but I think you're going to see from this angle, just have a look at him, he's offside, he's clearly offside as the shot comes in. But you've just got to get on with it, and he does. Follows it up, puts it in the back of the net. And, Indonesia back in it.
At 2-2 then, we thought we'd probably be going to add a time, but look at this, Singapore given a big way out here, a penalty decision going against Pratama, just scored the goal. It looked like he got a touch, didn't it? Faris Ramli stepped up. And what a save that was from Nadeo.
I think that's now he's actually saying thank you to Faris for that. Great save by Nadeo, and then lay on here. What an important touch this is from Zulkarnain. That's a huge touch from Zulkarnain defensively. For the great bits of defending. First, strong arms from Hassan Sani, and then Shawal in a great position. Well-timed defensive header. Get it away from danger.
Well, this has been another game in which Indonesia have thrilled. Remember, the game against Malaysia was a classic, and this one will go down surely as another. Indonesia will be lifted after they scored that second. They have got the advantage. Roshan, would the message, you think, from Tatsuma have been something along the lines of, guys, you had no right even getting to this extra 30. You've done the business, you've shown what you can do against 11 men. You've just got to keep them G'd up, don't you?
Exactly, and I think that's what the message would have been. You know, you guys have fought so hard to get yourselves here. Hang in there, you can do it. You've shown that you can be a threat. You can be a threat with the players that you've got up front. On the counters, it's important now for Indonesia here, with the 11 players that they've got out there, to control the game and make sure they don't get carried away and allow Singapore opportunities in counter-attacking situations and from set-piece situations. We've got 30 minutes to score what will be the killer goal. Be patient with it.
So Singapore were looking to bring on Nazrul Nazari right at the end of that second half. They have opted not to. So they ended up making just the 4 changes, as did Indonesia. And there's half an hour more here to go. 3-3 on aggregate this match. Witan Sulaiman. Asnawi. Look at the space there for Egy Maulana. Still Egy. Oh, an important touch on, but it's gone in. Was that Irfan or no goal? It doesn't matter. Indonesia have taken the lead right at the start of extra time.
Oh, delight for Indonesia and their fans. They didn't need half an hour to be patient and get the goal. They've got it now right at the start of extra time. And what a huge goal this is. Great work from Egy to dribble it on. Hassan can only really just get a palm on it. And he's hoping that Shawal can complete the clearance. Very unfortunate for Shawal. It's a swing and a miss at the attempted clearance. Heartbreaking for him. It's an own goal. Very unfortunate for Shawal Anwar. Indonesia won't care. What a strange game of football it's been.
Absolutely incredible what we're seeing here. And Singapore haven't been behind with 9 men yet. This is the first time. So they have got a lot of work here to do now if they want to stay in this. But this is exactly what they would have wanted, the Indonesians. Perfect start to extra time. And will they go on now? Haris. He's done well here. But he's given it away. Rahmat Irianto. Rahmat has gone down, he's writhing around on the floor.
Yeah, I think Iggy wants to take this one.
Touching his shoulder, Rahmat.
I mean, not sure there was too much in there from Zulkarnain.
So Nazrul Nazari does eventually get on for Zulkarnain and Suleiman. It's a like-for-like change. He's got the speed, hasn't he, Nazrul Nazari? They're trying to put the burners on. Singapore look to launch one of those counters. And Evan Dimas, the captain, will come on for Rahmat Irianto. This is a change that they've made a fair bit in this tournament. Still clutching his shoulder. He normally comes on, of course, much earlier in the piece, Evan Dimas, who's arguably one of their biggest stars, domestic-based. So free kick here, similar area from where Shadan Sulaiman scored. That's Egy Maulana.
Oh, it's Noptic, looks like Noptic's out cold. So he's alright, moving around, okay.
Yeah.
Great job, Wall. Great job, Iksan, and that's hit him right on top of the head. They're going to have to make sure they check it out properly first, follow all the concussion protocols.
I saw him say 2 and 3 there, so I think he's okay.
You'd like to think it'd be a bit more rigorous than just that. But you know, I'm sure the medical staff know what they're doing. There we go. It looks like he's okay.
Welcome back in. Here's Pratama Arhan. They want to get him on the pitch as fast as possible because otherwise they're down to 8. So Iksan is back and he's done well. Are there more twists and turns in this tale? We can't tell, Roshan. It's just had it all, hasn't it?
It's been that kind of game.
Nazrul Nazari. Here's Shadan. Oh, he stayed on his feet here, Faris. Watchful. Still got the ball. He's done well, but he's given it away to Irfan. Now Evan Dimas. Got to get back. Singapore. Anis Saput Sagara. Now Shawa. That's an excellent tackle, isn't it, from Anis. He's been a very busy player since his introduction. Another chance here, perhaps. Evan Dimas. Oh, that is a great save, isn't it? From Hassan.
Listen, that should have been it. That should have been 4 for Indonesia. Another incredible save from Hassan. To me, has been perhaps Singapore's best player in this competition. He's been so consistent.
That looked destined to go in, didn't it? Egy Maulana. Pulled off some big saves, doesn't he? Hassan Sani.
Incredible save. I mean, this was a shot that came after it, but here, I mean, Indonesia can afford, Asnawi there, take his time, pick out the right sort of player. Yeah, you say Ivan Dimas, it's a poor finish, but it's wonderful goalkeeping to me from Hassan. Gets himself, recovers his position, spreads himself. Makes that save and keeps his side still in this game.
Yeah, you'd have felt 4-2 in the current situation would probably be it. Amrul Ladli, storming run forward. Singapore going to have to take a few risks, aren't they? Faris doesn't get there, but he will get onto the end of this. Nur Adam. Iksan, he was waiting, wasn't he? Alfayanda, frustrated.
Yeah, it was just that leg across from Iksan. Alfayanda does get the ball, but he goes through the back of Iksan.
Well, they're screaming, aren't they, Singapore?
Yeah, I think Amirul screaming at the referee, saying that I think he was taken down there by Alfayanda. There's a bit of contact off the ball.
Here's Baggett. Now Pratama. To Irfan Jaya.
Oh, wonderful tackle from Amirul, who's done an excellent job since coming on. I mean, imagine being that substitute coming on.
He stepped in well, hasn't he?
After 2 red cards, coming into the center of defense and doing the job he has.
100th minute of this game here. Maulana, Egy Maulana. He has had some very good moments like that one there. What a lovely turn that is.
Important touch from Haris, that tackle. It looked for a second like he was going to be left for dead, but he was able to just lunge there, get a bit of contact on the ball.
Egy Maulana. What an impact he's having. Evan Dimas. Header straight from Irfan at Hassan. Here's Pratama Arhan. Onside. Oh, another great save. Irfan Jaya's shot looked to be creeping in at the near post.
Superman's on form. Hassan Sani. Be alert to that. Irfan shaping to shoot like he was going to bend it around towards the far post and then closes his body up.
Wonderful reactions on the man who's turning 38 in a few months' time. That's approaching a century of caps as well. Hassan Sani done well here. He was trying to let that roll across him, wasn't he, Faris? Another good save from Hassan.
Yeah, I should probably make it clear why I'm calling him Superman. It's because that's what his teammates refer to him as. Another quality save from Hassan Sani. Strong enough punch out here. He's looking for Faris to help him out on that counter attack, and then he's got to bat this one away.
Indonesia relentless at the moment. And Iksan doing his defensive duties. 4-3 in aggregate. Indonesia will go through as it stands to the AFF Suzuki Cup final.
That's well done from Iksan, you know, he's kept his eye on the runner, Asnawi. He's not ball watching. The moment Asnawi's released that, Iksan has tracked the run into the penalty area, and he's poked that one away.
Near post. Will be a goal kick. Play continues here. Pratama, lots of space on this left-hand side. And important from Haris Harun, who's having his game of the tournament now. Afriana Devanga, a massive shot. He's been immense at the back today, hasn't he?
He's been excellent, Haris. He's been so much better. I think his individual performances since he's moved into the center of defense. Here he is recovering, making a recovery run back into the box. He's played a really big part for Singapore. Haris Harun.
One minute about a time as we come towards the close of this first period of extra time. Singapore trailing Indonesia. Baggett. Look at that. Irfan Jaya bearing down a goal. Another key save. And I think Nazrul perhaps helping the cause as well.
Yeah, late sliding challenge from Nazrul just to try and put Irfan Jaya off as he was setting himself to shoot. But this is wonderful from Hassan again, covering his angles. Look at him, no panic, full of focus. Sets himself. Look at how he stays big there. Just stands up, waits as long as he possibly can. All that composure, all that experience, and that quality.
We did see the problem there! And they've got their fourth! Egy Maulana, surely now! They've got themselves into the final. A little bit of a mishap at the back perhaps for Singapore.
But for the way this Singapore side has fought, the goals that they've conceded here in these two situations in extra time have been very disappointing. A mistake from Hassan, And Isaac said he was absolutely outstanding. And then he just gets caught out by Egi at the near post. Gets a bit distracted. Takes his eye off the ball. And that should be it for Indonesia, really. 15 more minutes to see this one out.
Goals at either end of that first period of extra time have now put Indonesia very, very firmly in the driving seat here. And Singapore have, well, uphill struggle probably doesn't even begin to describe what's going to happen now, but with that second period coming up, for now it's Indonesia 4, Singapore 2. Now Tatsuma, all he can do is reassure, can't he?
You can't do anything.
Yeah.
Tactically, there's nothing else you can do. You just need to keep the confidence going. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get everyone together to say, come on, 15 more minutes. Let's keep going. Forget about what's happened in that first half of extra time. Give everything. You can even see Song Woo-young there shouting, fight, fight. And I mean, these guys have given absolutely everything that they've got. I think we're about to see Tajeli perhaps coming on.
Yep, Singapore's final change. Tajeli Selamat, who can actually play in a number of different roles. Usually he's a right back. Now, will it be Noradam Abdullah? Club teammates, Tajeli Selamat and Noradam Abdullah. So, it will be Tajeli going right back, Nazrul Nazari left back. As Singapore try the most improbable of comebacks here. They killed it off, really, that goal right at the start of the first period of at a time, didn't it? Singapore will just have to go for it here. Throw caution to the wind. This game is already lost otherwise. Will that open up things as well for Indonesia? Here's Evan Dimas. Egi Malan and the channel. Here's Tajeli's first touch. That is offside for Shawal Anwar.
He just mistimed this run there, Shawal. It's a really good idea. Great touch as well, as the pass came into him. Another change for Indonesia here.
Kadek Agung on for this man who's been immense for Indonesia. Alfrianda Devanga has been absolutely brilliant for them.
Hey, listen, the future of Indonesian football looks so good, doesn't it? Alfriandra, 20 years of age. Wonderful quality on the ball, great reading of the game. Can play in a couple of different positions and be effective in those positions.
Kadek Agung, 23-year-old, earning his 9th cap, plays for Bali United. Here's Nazrul Nazari, trying to get his way through. Anis. Oh, he's done really well here, Amirul, but he's been dispossessed. And this is where they can get stretched. Hassan alert.
Yeah, good goalkeeping from Hassan. Good starting position that allowed him to help his defense out.
Here's Nazrul. Touch on from Iksan to Faris Ramli. He'll be absolutely desperate to try and get the ball into the back of the net. Iksan! Iksan! The first chance of this entire period of extra time, but it's straight at Nadio.
They're giving it a good go, Singapore. The speed that they do have in those areas, just couldn't quite catch it. Iksan with the shot. They're trying, they really are. Get themselves back into this game.
Shawal. Here's Baggett. Indonesia know they can just take their time here. 11 shots on target. Singapore not far away there from Indonesia, despite the assault on that Singapore goal. Here's Witan Sulaiman. He's got Asnawi outside him. It's a poor pass from Witan. One of the few poor ones he's had today.
Different things could have been. You think back to all those key moments. Faris, the penalty that was saved by Nadeo. You wonder what Shin Tae-yong was thinking in those moments.
He looked bemused, isn't he? Because he was trying to point at the ball as if Pratama Arhan had got the ball, and that penalty, it looked like it was all over, didn't it? At that point, how this has swung back and forth, but now very much firmly in Indonesia's favour. Singapore need 2 goals to force penalties. Shadan. Lovely work. It's gone right over the goalkeeper. Go that forward, it will be offside. Knocked away by Witan Sulaiman. Now it'll be Indonesia looking to soak up as much time as possible.
Yeah, he's off. Does that count as a deliberate clearance, attempt to clear by the defender though?
Yeah, because otherwise that wouldn't have been offside. Work their way through. Faris doing really well. That's what he's so good at doing. Malcolm Baggett wasn't happy with that decision.
It's good work from Faris. A couple of players on him, still manages to find that gap. These set-piece situations, this is where Singapore can be a threat. His arm pulled back by Malcolm Baggett there.
Header away by Pratama. Faris. This is where they could get stretched. Irfan steaming down the middle. Looking for Witan Sulaiman. He can just take his time, wait for that support. That's again another very poor ball from him. Nazrul easily cuts that out. Here's Haris Harun. Shadan. Quick touch football here from Singapore. They look to get the ball up the field. Tajeli. Finds Shaul Anwar. He wanted a better ball than that. Good trap there, wasn't it, from Witan? Indonesia lining up here. Irfan! Somehow he got that away. That's that bemused look at his face.
Yeah, I think he's saying he couldn't see the ball. Hassan had to react very late to that. I mean, couldn't see the shot as it came in.
Another corner for Indonesia. They've had 15 of them now. Taking it short. Here's Egy Maulana. It will be key, you think, in the final. Oh, lovely interchange of passes here. Singapore want to get on with it. Nazrul Nazari.
Well, here, wonderful work from Kadek. Great defending from Iksan. To come across, crucial interception from Iksan as Singapore get forward with Faris Ramli.
Well, that was hopeful at best from Faris. Reminds me, Roshan, of the semi-final Thailand-Malaysia in 2018 when Adisak had the ball, had a penalty, and he missed it in the last seconds of the game. Similar situation, and Malaysia went through to the final. Very similar drama.
You know, this competition has got that about it, right?
Well, lovely work there from Egy Maulana.
Ability to draw out the best from the players in this region. Squeeze every ounce of effort and quality, because we've touched on this, about how big this competition is for these teams, for these players.
Here's Amarul Adli. Singapore seeing a lot more of the ball in this second period of added time. Great work from Iksan. He just looks around because he's also wondering why there's a lack of bookings. He had to go to the referee earlier.
That's a yellow card for Egy. That's a yellow card. Look, 1-2, he's past him. He wants to exchange jerseys with Iksan. I don't know how Egy's got away with that.
That is the point. Iksan is trying to make that as well. But it's fallen here. Oh, so close. Faris Ramli, of all people, he's absolutely desperate to get on the score sheet.
Shadan putting another one in, and they win the first ball in the set piece here. Just can't quite wrap his foot around it enough to get it on target. He's trying, desperately working to try and make up for a penalty that was saved.
4.5 minutes plus added time for Singapore to get 2 goals. Indonesia can taste it now, can't they? They're almost there. 9 men of Singapore have to throw absolutely everything at this now. Here's Witan Sulaiman. What a threat he's been. Kadek Agung. Trying to find Evan Dimas. Now Shawal. And Amarul Adli taking advanced positions. Faris. Still Faris. Just haven't got the bodies, have they, Roshan?
Yeah, it's difficult. It's only got Iksan and Shawal to really hit in those situations. Shadan, that lone man in midfield for Singapore.
Here's Witan. And they can take their time now, of course, Indonesia. Pratama Arhan.
Yeah, another wonderful player, a young player. So exciting to watch, Pratama Arhan. Give and go. Just couldn't quite take it in his stride there. I mean, looking around this stadium and what's from a Singaporean fan's perspective in 4, I think what will be a boost to this Singapore side on the pitch is that people haven't really been leaving early.
I don't see how anyone could. It's been that kind of game. Here's Tajeli. Almost an air resignation now around the stadium. Shadan. Out wide here to Nazrul Nazari. Bit of a short pass. Got away with that one. Haris Harun. It's about the furthest we've seen him up the pitch. He's been caught out here. It's 4 against 2. Well, that could well be another red card. He knows what's coming next, doesn't he? 3 red cards for Singapore tonight. So who is going to go in goal? It's just...
Amirul was trying to play them offside there, but Nazrul kept going with his run. Played a couple of Indonesian players onside. And yeah, Irfan. Once he gets past Hassan, he knows what's coming. 3 red cards.
Wow, it's been a while
in one game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iksan, it looks like it's going to go in goal. He's going to have to change jersey as well.
Well, they're taking off their star striker and putting him in goal. I do remember once a star striker doing that in the Premier League. It didn't work out so well for him. But he gets justifiable applause here. He apologises to the crowd. But he has been superb for Singapore today, hasn't he? And throughout the tournament.
Yeah, and he's getting applause from from the Indonesian goalkeeper Nadeo as well. A real legend of the game in this part of the world, Hassan Sani, and he's shown exactly why with his performance here, not just tonight, but throughout this competition.
Well, it's just rather odd way to end things, but here can Iksan try to claim a clean sheet for himself. Kanigaku, and it's a great save by Iksan, who smashes that forward. No one really going to get to that. He smashes it right out.
What a roar as well from the fans.
It's kind of got the fans going again.
It has, it has. Brilliant, wonderful atmosphere. Listen, this game is going into the AFF Suzuki Cup Classic match ball.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Evan Dimas, Indonesia, looking for one more perhaps. Shadan. And we have just witnessed one of the classic AFF Suzuki Cup matches. In the history of this competition, I don't think we've seen much more drama than this. Tears for Singapore. They're on their knees, they're on the ground. There's dejection all around, but Russian, they should hold their heads up high tonight because they were within whisker of creating one of the biggest upsets in this competition's history.
Yeah, they certainly can. What an incredible game of football, and I think the fans here can be really so proud of the performance of their team. They've given everything, they fought. Faris Ramli, it's going to take a bit of time